Yes, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my daily live stream. Today it's day 30. Yes, already 30 days streaming every day. I just double check everything. Everything is working today, so that's really cool. And I came prepared today, so you know, Fronty, you're doing a good job today. I came prepared because I asked you guys today on Instagram and Twitter. I asked if you have any questions for me because today is a Q&A day. I thought day 30, it's a nice day to just do a Q&A. So I see a lot of questions already here on Instagram. On Twitter, I think I haven't looked, but maybe there are a few questions over here as well, which I'm of course dying to answer. And here on YouTube on the chat. No. Hey, there is sound, right? Yeah, there is sound. You're fooling me. There is sound. And one. Okay, that's true. I'm 1 minute late. Yeah, the sound is fine. It's you. It's not me this time. I'm 1 minute late, but I had to bring my coffee and of course set everything up. Hey, be kind today. All right. Okay, so I will start off with a few questions here on the chat because you are live here with me now, and I thought that it's like very very cool and fair enough to do, of course. So it's also there are a few technical things that you guys are asking, and there is sound. You guys are trolling me right now. There is sound. I can actually see that there is sound, and I'm. Okay, you got me. I'm going to check right now if the sound is alright.
Be kind today.
Yeah. Here, I can hear myself here. So you cannot fool me anymore. Hey, but it's a cool joke though. Anyway, what can I do about dust problems? Well, everybody. Question by Bobby. Every day, I've seen you every day during the live stream in the chat, so you are very dedicated. So thank you so much for that. Dust problems. Well, I have dust problems over here, man, and I'm not like big in the cleaning. I do that like not often enough. But for me, all my stuff is still working very well. So if it gets too much, I still do dust it off a little bit, and sometimes I just once every 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 months I just clean them. But if you are having fader problems due dust, first make sure, you cannot make sure, but it can also be that it's not because of dust, but hey, you should go to an expert and let it clean out. What I would do is to go to a store that I know very well. For example, in Amsterdam, there you have Midi Amsterdam. I would go there and say, hey, you gotta help me out, man. It's dusty and I think it's not working so well anymore. Please help me out. Something like that you should do. It might cost a little, but hey, it will never cost as much that you have to buy a new one. And it's the same with laptops and stuff like that, But I wouldn't recommend though to do it yourself. I wouldn't do that myself though. But hey, dust problem, yeah. But if you have a dust problem, what you can do to prevent it is of course to put something over it when you're not using it, And I kind of want to do that. But it's so full here right now. I might do that in the new studio when everything is set up the way I want. But hey, dust. Usually the equipment can handle a little bit dust. But yeah, take care of your equipment, man. Just clean them now and then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there is sound. Okay, so that's the dust problem, Bobby. Yeah. Like Jackknife Creation said, put a cover over it. That will really prevent it, Okay. But Fronty, how are the soya burgers from Albert Heijn Jumbo? They're pretty good actually. They are pretty good. It's a Dutch thing. It's the Albert Heijn and the Jumbo. Those are both supermarkets here in Holland, and they have good stuff. Also good burgers, soy burgers. So yeah, if you are in Holland one time, you can definitely buy it somewhere and prepare it, and it's good. Okay. Another question. Collab with atmospheres. I haven't talked to atmospheres at all so much. I did play with him one time at Intense Festival. I think I played back to back, but there was not like much conversation between us actually. So we never talked about, you know, doing a collab or something. So maybe if he's watching, well, he's not watching. No, he's a good producer, so why not? You know, I'm up for it. That's no problem. I think there are not like many people that I won't work with. I can't think of any right now. Oh, okay. The sooner you build the studio, the better. Yeah, thank you so much. It's still functional, you know. The whole house is being renovated. That's also the reason why there's no heating right now. It's actually not so cold right now, but you know, we are installing new stuff, also new radiators, but it's just not done here yet. So that's why it's so cold in here. And also the plan was to go downstairs earlier, but time is a bitch, you know. Oh, I said that live. Anyway, one more question over here for now, and then I'm going to answer a few of those Instagram questions. Is Wild Styles like you? Like me? Is Wild Styles like me? Then I first need to figure out who am I. I know who I am, but is he like me? He likes hardstyle, I think. I think he likes hardstyle. He doesn't laugh so much, so, but he does it, you know. Maybe he does it for to get the bread on the. Is he like me? He's probably not like me. I don't think so. But I'm not sure. No offense, Wild Styles is a cool guy. Don't worry about it. But yeah, collab with Headhunters or Wild Styles or both. Yeah, why not both? It's a time-consuming thing, and you know, if we want to collab with either of them, then why don't we do that both? Then we can get rid of that, you know. But hey, I don't say it will never happen, but hey, I don't know. Oh, if Wild Styles likes me, if he likes me, oh, that's a more difficult question. I don't know. I should call him and ask. But he might not, you know, he might not be honest. So. Okay, so that's a silly question. With who would you like to collab? Well, I have a few names that I'm going to work with, and one of them is is Soundrush. I really like their energy, and I love the guys. Great vibe with them, and I think we are get a cool collab going. With Bob, of course, I'm doing still stuff, but there's one person that I still want to actually work with, and we kind of planned it already. We almost made something, but it never happened. So, that's still Noise Controllers. Boss, he's such a great producer, and I really think that if we come together, and then I think it will be very special if we make something together. I'm really sure of that. So I have a great feeling about that. But then again, there are so many people that I would love to work with. I couldn't think of working with, for example, Blasted Jacks. If you asked me 2 years ago, but it happened, and that's really cool, you know. And I kind of like challenges. Same what I did with Sander van Doorn. It's like a big challenge, big new area for me to work with different producers in different genres. So that's what I really like, you know, combining both styles. So now all of a sudden, it's all about if Wild Styles likes me or not. Well, go ahead, go on Twitter, ask him if he likes me. So, and then come back to me and say if he does or not. Maybe he will answer if you all ask that at the same time on Twitter. And make a hashtag. Hashtag wild styles. Do you like Frontliner? I would love to see that happen. Don't do that. Okay, I have a few questions also in Instagram. One of them, the first, I will go for the first one. It's like, okay, I have a few questions over here, and I'm going to answer a few of them. One of them from Bionic Mats. What about a collab with LeShook? I don't know, man. I have no clue if I want to do that. I really should look into that, into LeShook. I think he played one time before me at World Club Dome. He's a cool guy. That's the first thing I know, but I don't know so much about it. I don't know so much music about him. So, hey, okay. Um, excuse me. So, collab with LeShook? I don't know yet. Okay. Next question from the Vanessa. This one over here. Okay. Question. Do you want to come and play at my wedding next year? If I would say yes, then I have to say yes to every request like that that I had that comes to me, and then my year will be fully booked. I really cannot just do that, you know. There are too many gigs already in the weekend, so, and during the week I have my family now and I have my studio. So yes, I would love to, but no, I really cannot do that. Though I wish you very, very happy marriage, also a very happy wedding together. So I'm here, I'm there by heart, but not by physics. Very, very, all the best of luck to you, though. Okay. One more question here. Releasing of OMG. Yes, I know. I need to finish the album. And I'm really about to finish it, but it's not finished yet, so I cannot say exactly which date. I'm thinking of February, March, but everything changed when my newborn came, and so yeah, I'm planning everything. I'm still working on all those tracks, but then a whole thing with the CD and if whatever, you know, all that stuff needs to happen as well. And there's too many things right now that need to happen. Besides the album, the merchandise will come very soon as well. So we are setting that up as well. Everything comes together at a point. So focus right now is family first, of course. That's always my focus, but it needs a bit more attention right now. So therefore, pending probably February, March. Right, okay. More questions over here. How do you get in touch with hardstyle? That's a cool question. That's a cool question. How did I get in touch with hardstyle? Well, I think that was around 2004. I think tracks like Derp Derp and Old the Prophet and all those old Siphon records, that kind of got me into hardstyle. I believe I first before that I liked trance and hardcore. Hardcore I liked it from the very early beginning. For me, beginning of course, but yeah, how did it change? You know, I was best friends with Scope DJs when I was younger, and so we kind of both found that music for some reason. I'm not sure how it actually happened, but it was around that time with those records, and that got me intrigued. I was already making music, of course, but that's when it kind of happened, I think. Okay, one question here on the chat. Summer of Frontliner 3. Not planned. It's a cool idea, but I did two very, very nice editions, in my opinion. Very cool. So, if I do that, I want to make sure that it's better than all the other editions. Of course, that's always what I want to do. That's always what I want to do when I do my next track, my next performance. Everything that comes next needs to be better. That's my vision. So, and I'm doing the album right now, and that's what I'm doing right now, and that needs to work, and those tracks need to get known by you guys, because I will drop an album and you guys have like 12, 13 tracks that you need to listen to and get to know and get used to, maybe even. So there's that for what's coming this year. Next to, of course, the Frontliner album, which I'm still working on. So I don't want to create too much overkill. I want those tracks to live and for you to like, and not like be stormed away by some Frontliner, summer Frontliner, for example. Yeah. Okay. Next question: do you miss playing on the biggest stages in the Netherlands? Well, do I miss it? Well, besides Holland, of course, I played a few stages over there, which you might not have noticed, but I did. Anyway, I played at so many huge events around the world, in Asia, in Thailand, in Australia. I did so many crazy big things over there that, do I miss it? Maybe in a way I do. Well, I cannot miss it because I still do it, but I know which you are aiming at. But of course, I kind of miss that. But that's a good thing. Maybe even if I, per se, maybe come back for one of those events. You never know if that's going to happen. So it's maybe also a good thing to kind of miss something. Because if you miss something, you know what you have. It's a saying, and it's true in a way. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. We have another question here on Instagram. Let's do one more on Instagram. What is the first hardstyle track you ever heard, and what made you want to produce? Oh, that's kind of the same question. I read it really quickly, so I thought the question was, what was the first hardstyle track that I produced? Which I really need to think of, because I actually don't know. I know my first hardstyle release. You guys know what my first hardstyle release is, right? There's a donation coming in from Heige, Sverre, Esafik, Liseth. I'm going to answer your question in a bit. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay. First, this question: what was the first hardstyle track you ever heard, and what made you want to produce? Well, that's really difficult. I think it's like the same answer as the previous questions. Like what got me into hardstyle. That was also the same reason why I want to produce hardstyle, because I was already producing trance, hardcore, all kinds of stuff, and then that came to my mind, the hardstyle back then, and that kind of intrigued me. I liked it, so then I immediately started making it as well. So that's the answer, around 2004 or something. Okay, so now the question of Hiegsver. I'm really sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. What's your favorite track from other producers, and your own favorite track that you've made? Favorite track from other producers, that's quite difficult, because there are so many tracks made, of course, in the past. There are few tracks that I have a really good feeling with. Let me think. Like, for all the tracks, I think one of the tracks that really got me back then is I think The Sacrifice by Headhunters. That is like, from back then, one of those tracks that like blew my mind, which I really, really loved. And for now, I know it's already a bit an older track. Well, not that old, but I really love Down Down from Noise Controllers. That's also a really, really cool track for me, from other producers. So I think I'm going to call those two tracks. But then again, I'm also thinking, Techno Boy Rage, the original track, is also very, very, very nice. So hard to choose, but kind of those tracks, Alright. Call It With Soundwars would be fire. Yes, that's of course always the plan when I try to do stuff like that. Let me see. Give up for Zen. Give it up for Zenny! Oh, he's leaving. Okay. All right, cool. So I had a few questions answered here at Instagram. Um, yeah. If there are any other questions, I can still check if there are new questions coming up. Probably there are a lot of new questions already. So let me just check. See all. Yeah, we have another few questions here. One of them by on Instagram. We got a few new questions coming up. Mr. Lowcatch, do you smoke the green stuff? I do play green stuff by Mr. Puta, I think. I do that sometimes. No. I did it a couple of times, but not anymore for years, man. That really gets me down and not focused enough, and So I don't smoke anything. Okay. When will the bomber be available in your web store? Question by Coon Soldiers. So, Coon Soldiers, I assume that you already have your Coon merch, but the Fronty merch is coming soon. Of course, within 2-3 months, we are definitely going to launch. I hope sooner, but I'm really definitely going to do that very soon. Everything is kind of set up already, so it shouldn't take long. So I don't have a specific date, but it's coming. And if it's coming, you have to change your name to Frontliner Soldiers. Period. No, that's kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Question here on the chat while I'm opening my Twitter to see if there are any questions over there. Um, Question: do you support newcomers? Well, I think that you still ask that question, man. I did help so many newcomers. Let's start with, for example, Dillytech, next one, which were on my label. Dillytech, I started supporting since 2013, I believe. I hooked them up with me in the studio because I did a tour over there in Australia, and then also Synth Soldier, by the way, New Age, and what was the track with Dillytech? So many tracks. Anyway, I did the tracks with them, and that's kind of the support that I gave them. And of course, Dillytech were on my label for a while, and then they, I said go to a bigger label. They went to Dirty Works. Same with next one. He just went to the Real to go there and see where the chances are going, because I have other plans with Keep It Up Music. Anyway, that's for later. I also did a track with Out of Control in Australia, which I'm going to finish really soon, and it will be released eventually. I did the Tribe event, with all the talents that I supported over there. Man, it's uncountable. I think I did the most support for talents around now. So that's kind of a question. And of course the demo times. Don't forget the demo times and all the streams that I do, all the tutorials that I give, everything, So yes, I do support talent. I do. Okay, how many songs are there on the OMG album? Question by Delising. Delising? How many songs? Right now, 12. But it might change a little. At least 12. At least 12. Okay. By the way, let me just see, because I see that. That's so cool. My track with Sander van Doorn is currently number 1 on Beatport in the Psytrance list. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Number 1 at Beatport. Woo! Perfect. So congratulations, Sander. Congratulations, Barry. So that's really cool. Let me see those questions over here. I think. Okay, what sets apart? Okay, what the question by Farrell on Twitter? What sets apart you from most producers in your opinion? I think that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I try to connect with you, so as much as possible I try to be as open as possible to show you as much as possible that you can really see what's going on with Frontliner and his music, and I think that kind of sets me apart from most people, from most other producers in my opinion. Um, and it's for you to decide in which way my music is different from other producers. I think I make a lot of diverse tracks. I think I'm the most diverse producer. That's my opinion. I don't know if I can say that, but I think that I do the most different kind of tracks, which might be confusing because sometimes you have producers, they drop a track and you immediately know that it's him, because it's the same all the time. That sounds really bad, but it can also be a good thing because that's really recognizable if it's good, of course. But I try so many kinds of things, so many kind of tracks, so many. I even play with different genres in my tracks. So I think that's also for me. That's also what's different about me. Okay. Um, More questions. More questions. No, no. Just really, if I could finish that share track, well, I might. Oh yeah, and one more Jerry song waiting for you at Shenzhen 2019. You never know. I am planning a lot of shows again in China, in Asia in general. So Shenzhen, you never know. Okay. Anyway, yeah, the beat report thing, that's really cool. Number one with my track with Sander van Doorn, One Love featuring Cock. Uh, yes. Okay, I kind of said don't forget Gecko and Audio Freak. I don't know why. Although they also do a lot of tutorials and things like that. Yeah, they. I know that they do, but I think with the demo time and everything, it doesn't matter. It's maybe also your opinion who you think is best and does the most for their fans. I don't know. Okay, what was the best track for you that you produced? Um, do you mean technically or most or track that does the best thing on the dance floor? Because that's the second one is pretty tough because I have a few tracks that work pretty well. Uh, Another. Okay, H. Sver Hessenvik Liseth is doing another donation so that I will definitely answer his question. And I'm going to do that. It works. Thank you for your donation. But first, what was my best track? Well, technically wise, exactly, that's what I was saying. I think the Melody Man is the most significant, the track that people knows me well. I don't know if that's true. I do love the Melody Man. I'm the Melody Man because it's so different. But effective tracks like Symbols, Halos, Lose the Style, and also Silence, those tracks are really close to my heart as well, and I really loved still listening to them, playing them. New tracks on my album like Drowning and Alarm are definitely one of my new favorites. Loud, we should not forget Loud. Yeah, Loud is my biggest track on Spotify right now with I think more than 7 million plays. So that's cool. So it depends. It really depends on how you see it, and maybe you have a different opinion about it as well. Yeah. Can you hear my demo? I will do that during demo time. Demos.keepitupmusic.com. Send in your demo for demo time. And Creative Community, also a really cool track. I love the melody. Dream Dust, let's not forget that one. So, it's really hard to pick my best track, I think. What's your favorite track, by the way? What's your favorite track? What's your favorite Frontliner track? And why? Why? Okay. Your planned collabs. Okay, I'm working on a collab with Looney Tunes, we are really close on getting something finished. Ruthless, um, Blasted Jacks. I'm doing another collab with Sander van Doorn. Um, I still have something running with Marlo from Australia. Um, what else do I do right now? That's already 5 that I need to finish, and like a whole bunch with B Front, of course, as B Frontliner. Um, I might forget something, so but those tracks I have running right now. Yeah. Okay. Um, will you invite some hardstyle DJ? You mean during the stream? Well, I'm streaming every day, so it will definitely happen that there will be a day that there's an artist here sitting around, we're making music, or I don't know, having dinner, or I don't know. So it will happen definitely during the stream. Um, yeah. Okay, TMMO is favorite of Lucas. Okay, Bring the House Down is your favorite with Dr. Funk. Warface, it's a question, I don't know, Warface. Silence because it's outstanding melody, thank you so much. To Do, the space and the bass, that's so cool. Yeah, it's really hard to choose a favorite one, I know. Um, Symbols with because of the energy. Odd question, what made you want to remix Senza Bokura? Well, that's a cool question, because that I did that for my first gig that I had in Japan back 2013. Um, and then I thought, what's typically Japanese? There are a lot of things typically Japanese, but I found this Senza Bokura from Hatsumiku, which is like more like a computer voice, a singing voice. And I found this track and I thought, hey, this is really cool. I can do something with that, and then it just started. It just became pretty quick. So nothing much to it. That's why I did that. Yeah. Can you make a Kingston Sorry hardstyle editor bootleg? Okay, remember that maybe for the next time when I'm going to do a bootleg. Indestructible. That's also one of those tracks, which are one of my favorite tracks. Will you produce with him in the future? Warface. I might produce with him in the future. TBA 2. That's also one close to my heart. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of Frontliner tracks. A lot of tracks to pick from, and you all named them, but they are so different from each other, right? And We Are Electric with Deviate, also such a cool melody. Yeah. So a lot of favorite tracks. Thank you so much. I see that there are so many different tracks that you like, and that's also what my vision is about producing now. Creating something. The one thing a lot of people might not like, and a few will, but if you go through my whole collection, there are tracks for everybody to like. So that's also what I like. Also, what I would like to have on my album as well. That you might not like 1 or 2 or 3 tracks, and that's okay. But there are tracks on there that you will like, because they are different from all the other tracks. So for every type of hardstyle fan, there will be something on that album to like. And all the tracks will be different from each other. So, yeah. Remake of the first cut. Don't forget the Technoboy remix, man. The Technoboy remix is spot on. So, and I'm definitely going to play that one more, because I listened to it a couple of times a few weeks ago, and it's so cool. Really, really nice, beautiful remix that he did. Disco record, yeah, disco record. So much energy in that one. Yeah. Bobby, why do you feel old in this chat? Why? Another color with Dr. Funk. We kind of talked about it though. It didn't happen yet because he's busy and I have so many things also coming up. So yeah, I know, buddy. Just in a minute. Okay, come here then. All right. Yeah, thank you so much for all your love about my tracks. I think I answered a lot of questions for you guys, and I'm going to check one more time here on Instagram if there are any more questions. First one comes up here by Veiko Kovacevic 03. Will you ever come to Serbia? I've never been to Serbia, and I love going new places, so I really hope to come there. Is there like a scene over there in Serbia? I don't know. So if there's a party that might work for me, then yeah, let's go. I would love to come. I really love to come. Okay, next question by Yuri. How's the Frontliner and the B Frontliner all going? Still going strong. So much, we are really putting everything together and finishing everything. Um, yeah, so pending and it's coming. Don't worry about it. How's it going? It's going great. Hardstyle is EDM. That's a question by DJ Black Lotus official. Black Lotus official. Hardstyle is EDM, and that's so much true. Hardstyle is electronic dance music. So, yep, it is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, very interesting question by N Hudson 325. Favorite roller coaster track? Well, here's the thing. I hate roller coasters. I don't like them. I don't go in roller coasters. I might even be a little afraid of it. I don't know why. I know it's safe, and I've been in a few in my past, and it was kind of fun. But I, I don't know. I don't like going in there. It's something a control thing, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't trust them. So, no roller coaster track for me. Okay, those are the questions. I think there are still a lot of questions. I would like to. I'd love to answer all of your questions, but then I will sit here still at 12 in the night, and I'm not going to do that because it's getting colder and colder here right now. He said he will be on DNA. Did I say that? I have to check if I will be on DNA. I'm not sure. I don't. I'm not sure. Collab with Nosferatu. That will be interesting. I like hardcore, so why not? What do you think about progressive house? Well, first of all, I'm always so confused with all the names with progressive house, minimal, electro, big room. I kind of understand big room more separate from others, but I really need to look into progressive house to actually know what it is. So, but I like it. It's cool. It's cool. I think. Yeah. Fortnite or Call of Duty? I haven't played both of them. And Fortnite is like huge. I know that. And I did play like first person shooters when I was younger. I played Quake 3 Arena a lot online, and that's like I think the last game that I ever played online. So I do love it, but now I just lost track and I don't have time to actually do that. So no Fortnite, no Call of Duty for me. I'm sorry. Okay. Release your happy hardcore. I did release my happy hardcore. If you look in my Spotify and check my latest track with John, I think that's kind of happy hardcore. So yes, I did. Progressive house is like hard, like Axwell. Okay. Jay Hardway is your favorite big room producers. Okay. Have you meet Paul Elstock? Yes, I did, and I actually had a cool talk with him and watched his set. He watched my set when we both played in Fabric in Madrid. So, and I know him for a while, and we see each other. Well, not that we come to each other's houses, but when I meet him, it's always fun. He's a really nice guy. Yeah. Max and Force collab. I think you mean Max Enforcer. We have nothing planned until now, but we did 3 tracks, of course, which both, all three work very, very well still. So who knows in the future? Okay. Have you ever played Serious Sam? Yeah, I did play Serious Sam, which was so funny. That's a really funny game. I like that. Yeah, but just very
Het
briefly.
lijkt erop dat je de app Like Damn Ja niet hebt.
Oh,
Maar we kunnen kijken of de App Store deze heeft.
let's not do that. Serious, always listening. Okay, let me just refresh those Instagram questions one more time. Okay, nothing coming up. Will you ever do a stream where we request for you to listen to songs and have you give feedback, opinion? Do you mean like tracks that are out there? That might be interesting to do someday, you know? You will. But I have to think of how to do that up front, you know? So that I have a list. I'm going to listen to those tracks and I'm going to give feedback to them. Kind of a demo time, but then tracks from other people. I'm not sure if I should do that. Maybe. Okay. Did you buy all your plugins when you start? Shitty question. I need to say. Okay, Bobby. It's a shitty question. No. When I just started, I had everything downloaded as much as I could. I had so many plugins. I think every plugin that existed that was illegal, findable, and but during the time that I worked with it and the essential the crashes and stuff like that, it was more at the period when I was still using Windows and Fruity Loops. Kind of all and Cubase, I used that in Windows as well. But when I switched to Mac, I kind of felt, you know, I didn't feel that bad for some reason. I did feel kind of bad, okay. But also it was kind of that I really wanted to have everything legal so that I was sure that everything worked well, you know. So now I have everything legal. There's not a single plugin that I have that's not that's illegal. So, and that feels much better in my studio that I work with stuff that's bought, that's certified, that's working, you know. Yeah. That. Okay. Is your Musical Noise remix going to be released? It's not going to be released. I don't think so. No. No. Maybe one time I will give it away for free, but I don't know. Okay. Okay. Let's just see one more question. Thoughts on Malice? Malice, I kind of know that. That's a game, I think, right? I haven't played that, no. Cracking a Mac doesn't go well, I think. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know. Since I had a Mac, I didn't do those illegal plugins anymore. What do you think of Ableton Live? Ableton Live is a really cool and solid program. I used it during doing live sets and live acts as well. So really solid, really reliable. But I use Cubase, and for me that's just, you know, way better in my opinion, you know. So yeah, I did produce a track. I did produce 2 tracks together. One together with the Prophet, New Perspective, which has never been released, and the new track with Out of Control from Perth, which is going to be released, but I'm going to finalize them here. I have all the tracks. I'm going to finalize them in my studio. Anyway, I did produce over there on Ableton. I don't like the workflow. That's my opinion. You know, you can work really well with that. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. But for me, it's just, it doesn't feel as good as Cubase, workflow-wise. So, there. Oh, Menace is a DJ. I don't know any Gearbox Digital. I kind of lost track of that. I don't know. There's a kind of, for me, an overkill in raw style DJs that do all the same thing. I'm sorry to say that out loud and so hard, but I kind of, I don't follow that. I don't follow it, you know. Yeah. Barry's low-key hiding In a hidden color with madness. No, I'm not. How did you get musical noise a cappella? Uh, well, he uh, he sent it to me, of course. The full vocal. It's like, I don't know, from an audiobook or something, about making music or about music. Um, but he only used like a few parts of that, and I used like more of that. So, but he sent it to me, because we kind of agreed together. Hey, you do a remix, blah 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 blah. But it never happened. Uh, it's true. Yes, 100% truth about what? Yeah. Okay. What about Frontliner B from World of Sound? Is it going to be released? Yes, it will be on the album, so it will be released, definitely. You have to wait for another 5 years, probably. But what was your job before DJing and producing? That's funny. I was a web designer. Yes, I was a web designer. A little bit programming at first in PHP. I did program routers and websites, and I did Flash websites, and a few years later I did more the front end, more the CSS, HTML, also some Flash and designing in Photoshop. So that's what I did before I was a DJ. Yeah. I've not planned a track with Future Noise. I don't talk with him so much. Yeah. You have a huge fan base in Morocco. You should bring hardstyle to North Africa. I did not know that I had a fan base over there actually. But hey, Morocco, I think it's a really, really. Well, I've never been there, but what I've seen on photos, videos, I think it's a beautiful country and people are beautiful and nice over there. So I would definitely want to go there. If there's a party for me that I can play, let's go. Send me an email, book me. Okay. Do you want color programming on VST? That's something that I would like to do someday. Um, but there are so many plugins out there, so I'm not sure what I could give. I might have a few. Ideas for a plugin, but um, I'm not sure about that. If you know someone, Scratch. If you know someone that which I can make a VST with, hook me up. Okay. Oh, what do you think about the future in general? What do I think about the future in general? I don't know. I'm a really in the moment guy, but I also have. No, I'm in the moment guy. Jose Miguel Silva Lopez. Lopez. Can you try to say my name? I tried. Jose Miguel Silva Lopez. Is that right? I hope so. Oh, you made it Mistortion. Okay. So you're a plugin builder. That's kind of interesting. So you made Mistortion, which I haven't downloaded because I didn't trust it. Okay. That's kind of interesting. If you made this distortion. So you are Mimble Tools. Are you Mimble Tools? Mr. Joey asked, did you learn music theory? I did not. No. Everything that I do, I learned by myself. Yeah. So Scratch, that's really cool. So you are actually mimble.itch.io. That's so cool. Okay. What else did you make? Feel all by Mimble Tools. So you also made a Mimble Scope, Mimble Rider, Mimble Games. You did like all kinds of stuff. That's so cool, Scratch. Is this so you made Mistortion? Wow. Okay. Well, I have ideas for plugins. I wouldn't know how to start with programming it though. Ah. How much time are you doing music? Well, lately I'm doing 4 hours a day, maybe something. It really depends. Some days I work say 12 hours. Some days I work 1 hour. It just depends on the day. It depends on my inspiration. It depends on all the stuff that I need to do because my job, it's not actually, it doesn't feel like a job what I do. Um, so I mean, is this a job? I don't know. It's not a job. Um, so it really depends on what else that I need to do. So so Scratch. If I have an idea, I will hit you up. So that's cool. All right. So everybody, one sec. I think I answered a lot of cool questions right now. So everybody, I'll be back tomorrow with another live streams. And everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today and for all your questions. I'm going to do a lot more Q&As, of course, in the future. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today again. This was it for today. Today was day 30. It's flipped down because I forgot to change the number. So thank you all for your beautiful questions. Thank you all for tuning in again. See you all back tomorrow. Bye bye. And stop.